having spoken of the underlying context, which is I have nothing for you, nothing for your personality, because I don't see separate people. I just see energy here. Annabelle-ness, Prabodhness. And I would invite you to consider what joyful loving is. I'll tell you what it is for me. For this. Joyful loving means here that you take back every single projection you ever put out there to your opposite or to authority or whatever. You take all of that lost energy and you go, you pull it right back into being you. The wonder of that, the miracle of that. And then what happens out there happens. And usually it's a lot better. Now that process of coming to joyful loving, where there is no consideration, no need, no want, no longing, no pain, no old pain at least, is a tough journey. And that's why it really matters to have spiritual community about you. People who can hold you when you're hurting, people who can talk of their experience undoing all that conditioning. Yes, torment and torture to dismantle the personality, the defense mechanisms. To say, okay, if I tell the truth here, I risk everything, I'd ever defend it. That's joyful loving, it's part of this that we're engaged in. Because out there, the problem is that the dark is denied, the pain is denied, it's covered over, shoved down, and it makes muddiness, and it stops you loving. It prevents you experiencing joy, the fountain of joy that's always here. So that's part of the joyful loving process, that dismantling. And the calling back of your own energy and life force, and not being busy with what your partner's doing here. That is powerful. And ideally, of course, you don't just come to groups, you do one-on-one or couple work to support this deep dive. But this group gives you the triggers that I can't give you when I'm on my own. One-on-one or couple work gives you depth and drilling down. But this gives you, oh my God, she said that? How do I feel about that? What does that mean for me? He did that? Okay. Am I in choice here? Am I choosing love, or am I totally triggered and hurting and wanting to blame? And that's meditation, and all the options are welcome here. But ideally there's a heightening of consciousness here also. And maybe, you know, grace happens and awakening happens and everything you ever knew, thought of, wanted explodes, and there's just the miracle of being with David, with Helen. That particular fragrance, that particular energy of Susanness. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And if you're in a couple, look after your coupledom, your relationship, talk, communicate, but don't make it special, because it isn't. Everyone here is your joyful lover. Don't hide away.